Physics can make the smartest people feel dumb. Einstein once said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. So if your teacher or textbook makes it feel hard, it's not you. It's how it's being explained. And today, I'm going to show you the 4 exact steps to study physics and truly dominate. I'll also share the exact ChatGPT prompts I use at each step, plus a cheat code to help you ace any exam. So what's physics really about? It's a combination of 3 things: concepts, formulas, and problems. If you can handle each one, not perfectly, just well enough, you'll be ahead of 90% of students. Step 1. Understand the concept, the why. Before you try to solve problems or memorize formulas in physics, you need to understand what's actually happening. Think of physics as trying to explain how the world works. So the first thing to do is focus on the idea behind the topic, not the math yet. For example, if you're learning about voltage, don't start with the equation. Just ask, what is voltage? Imagine you're at a water park and you want to go down a big water slide. The higher the slide starts, the stronger the push you get when you zoom down. That push is what makes you go faster and splash harder at the bottom. In electricity, voltage is like how high that slide is. The higher the voltage, the bigger the push it gives to the electric charges to flow through wires, like you rushing down the slide. So, voltage equals the slide's push power. This kind of comparison is called an analogy, and it helps your brain understand new ideas using something familiar. So how to make an analogy? Don't worry. I know you're feeling too lazy to invent one yourself, so I've got your back. Just open Chat and write this exact prompt. Give me a simple analogy to explain the physics term you want to understand in everyday terms. Make sure the analogy is easy so that a 12-year-old kid can understand. The goal here is to truly get what's happening before jumping into math. When you understand the why, the rest of physics starts to make sense, and you'll feel way more confident tackling problems. Step 2. Learn the formulas, the how. After you understand the idea, it's time to learn the formulas. But we're not going to learn them like robots, just memorizing random letters. We're going to understand where the formula actually comes from. Forget sounding smart. Say in a baby way, take this formula. Force equals mass times acceleration. What does that mean? It means if something is heavy and I want it to speed up, I have to push harder. That's it. That's what the formula is saying. No need for big words. No need to impress anyone. Just understand it. Every formula in physics is just a shortcut to describe how the world works. So instead of memorizing, feel the meaning behind it. Here's the prompt we are going to use each time we meet a new formula. Explain the formula. Insert a formula here, like I'm 12 years old and have never seen it before. Use very simple words, no big science words. Tell me what each letter means, what the formula is really saying, and why we need each variant of the formula. Use an easy real-life example and explain slowly like you're teaching a kid who's curious but scared of math. Step 3. Crush problems, the do. Now that you understand the idea and the formulas, it's time to use them to solve real problems. This is where physics becomes practical. You get to see how the concepts work in action. Start small. Don't jump into super hard problems right away. Build your skills step by step. When you get a problem, follow this simple plan. Step 1. Read the problem slowly, like an adventure. Don't treat it like boring textbook reading. Imagine you're on a treasure hunt. Try to find a secret. Read carefully, look for clues, and enjoy the mystery. Step 2. Turn the problem into a sketch. Draw what's happening. It doesn't have to be perfect. Stick figures, arrows, anything that helps you see the problem better. Making it visual makes it less scary and easier to understand. Step 3. List what you know and what you want to find. Write 2 lists. What I know, numbers and facts the problem gives you, like speed, time, mass. What I want to find, the answer the problem asks for, like distance, force, or velocity. Step 4. List all related formulas you know. Write down every formula related to the topic, even if you're not sure. Then, check which ones have the letters matching the numbers you know. The right formula will magically stand out. Remember, always write the formula using letters first. Don't put numbers in yet. The most important step in studying physics, especially if you feel dumb, is keeping an idiot notebook. It's a personal journal where you write down every mistake you make, concepts you forget, or small tips and remarks that could show up on the exam. Instead of rereading the whole textbook, you review this notebook the night before the test. It's focused, personalized, and brutally honest. You're not reviewing what you should know. You're reviewing what you actually forget. That's how you beat panic, build confidence, and walk into the exam knowing exactly where your weak spots were and that you've already patched them. What if you panic during the exam? Breathe. Here's what you need to remember. What's the worst that could happen? You fail the exam. Okay, now ask yourself, will panicking help you pass? No. Will crying during the exam solve the question? Still no. So what's left? Get yourself back. You still have time. You still have a chance. You haven't lost the battle unless you give up. Put your pen back on the paper. Try something. Anything. Even if it's messy. Even if you're guessing. Because action kills fear. And the moment you try again, you're back in the game.